Yeah, good morning. I wanted to make a video today to tell you. A lot of people ask me, there's three ways to get into beekeeping. Okay, three ways. The first way, and by far the easiest way, is to get online there and order you a box of bees. Order you a package of bees, and it's basically a box of bees. There'll be 3.5 pounds in there. You have a queen. She'll be in a little queen cage, usually with a little what do they call that, a candy plug in there. The other bees will eat that candy out and she'll be released, and you don't even have to release her. You just dump them into your box just like you would a regular swarm, feed them, and they take off. And if they make it on you, good deal, and if they don't, well, you're out 150 bucks or however much it costs. I've never bought a package of bees, and I don't really recommend it, but it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. A lot of people have a lot of success with it. The second way, and this is what I tell people they should do: get some bees from your area and catch you a swarm. Okay, go up here to Tractor Supply or the Data Ant Bee Company, or any of the others. I think there's one in Gilmer, Texas. If I'm not mistaken, I've never been to it, but I hear it's pretty nice. But you can run up here to any Tractor Supply and see if they've got you a box. They've got the deeps, the 10 frame deeps with the plasticell foundation already in them. You can pick up a lid there and a bottom board, one stop, about 100 bucks. You're good to go. Catch you a swarm. It's fun. It's easy. By catching a swarm, you will learn a lot about the bees, if just by watching them. You're gonna shake them down there and they're gonna react, and you're gonna start learning how they react just by doing that. Okay, feed them. If you catch you a swarm, feed them good. Give them some good foundation. Let them draw it out, and leave them alone. Don't jack with them. Just let them work. I mean, you see this little hive right here. They're doing work. They're coming and going. They're guarding the front. I put a little honey down there so they line up for you. But it's a little cool this morning still, so they're not really buzzing good yet. Anyway, on to the third. Okay, the third way, and this is, I don't recommend people doing this. Do a cutout. All right. If your neighbor, or your dad, or your uncle, or Joe Blow, or a friend's a friend, whoever's got a hive somewhere, in a shed or this or that, side of a wall, watch you some YouTube videos, watch some of mine. Hands-on is a great thing. It's how I learn. It's how I learned to be a beekeeper. I'm more or less taught to a man for about 3 hours one night. Started watching YouTube videos and and just started doing it. Started catching swarms. Started telling people, hey, give me a shout if you got a bee swarm. And then I moved on up into the removals, and removals take a lot of experience. And I don't mean experience in tearing something down or cutting comb out. What I'm talking about is experience in bees, knowing the difference in the comb. You got honeycomb, you got brood comb, knowing the difference in what a baby bee looks like inside a comb, what capped baby bees look like, capped brood, knowing what capped honey looks like, uncapped honey, knowing if capped honey or uncapped honey is, okay, or if it's still got too much moisture in it. I mean, there's just so many things, and I'm still learning. I mean, every day, every year that I do this, I learn a whole lot of new information that I didn't know or thought something different about the year before. So you never stop learning. I tell people all the time, the reason most beekeepers are older men is because it takes a lifetime to learn how to keep these jokers. I mean, there's a lot to it. They are fascinating little creatures. But I wouldn't recommend doing a cutout. I'd recommend catching you a swarm. If you can't catch a swarm, get online there, or get in the phone book, whatever you got on your smartphones there, and find you somebody that sells packages of bees, and order you some bees, and just see if you like it. One thing I do recommend, get you some protective clothing. Get you a little bee jacket. They're 50 bucks. I mean, I think they've got them at Tractor Supply too. Get you a little hood or something. Get you some gloves and a smoker. I mean, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it if you keep bees anyway, and they're all helpful tools, and they'll make life a lot easier and a lot less stressful. I promise. A lot of people ask me how I got into beekeeping, or why I got into beekeeping. I've always kind of liked animals and hunting and fishing and being outside and jacking my stuff, and it was just something else that I wanted to try. And this hive right here behind me right here, I don't know if y'all can see it real well. I made this is one of the first hives I ever built. It's called a top bar hive. Okay, top bar and Langstroth. The Langstroth hives are the, you know, the 10 frame boxes that you see, you know, in everybody's pasture here and there around their house. You don't see a whole lot of top bar hives because they're just something different. And you can't, I don't think you can work them and they're as beneficial as a Langstroth box, in my personal opinion, but they are neat to have. And they're neat to grow a beehive in. But anyways, there's 3 ways. Catch you a swarm, buy you a box of bees, do a cutout. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good day.